Woohoo! Wow, that feels, it's plastic. In the picture, it looked very metallic, but that's plastic. It was one of those things, I had a £1 voucher. So, and this is a multi-tool function thing. So you've got your pen. Does the pen actually work? It works. It's black. A lot of forms and documentation in England, you have to use a black pen, biro, to actually fill stuff in. I don't have any. Loads and loads of blue, but for some reason computers don't recognise blue ink. So you've got that, is one function, is a pen. It's got a ruler, it's got a spirit level, it's got a thingy for your touchscreen, which no one ever uses. There's meant to be 7 in total. What else is there? Oh! Baby screwdrivers! Can you ever find the camera lens? Here we go. Focus. There we go. So that fits in. How does that actually? Alright, so it fits in there. So, yeah. So we've got our 2 screwdrivers. And there's going to be something else in here as well. What, I don't know. But yeah, it's basically a multifunction pen. I wanted a pen. I wanted a black ink pen, which I don't have. But it's got other things. It's not too chunky either, because normally these multifunction things are too big. But for my big hands, that's good. Oh, that was quick. My last one, that looks really small actually. Is that the right size? For some reason, I wasn't sure if that, it looks so small. But that's a 10 amp fucking socket. Thing is, my last one died. It would have cost me, I think, £3 just to get a 1 amp fuse to fix it. And I've only got 2 things that I need this for. One is my battery beard trimmer thing, and the other is one of these rechargeable USB things I got, but it's not USB. So, yeah. Nice little job. Ooh! It's all been opened. Fucking customs. Can opener. I needed a new one. So I've now got a can opener. Nice little thing. Plug it on, turn it, it works. I like to see these are things that China does really well. Nice, simple mechanical stuff. Yeah, a bit bigger than I thought. This is a syringe, which I got to go with one of my experiments. See, one of the experiments I've got is, that's a ½ litre job, isn't it? Yeah, that's a ½ litre one. Oh, 550ml. Nozzle bit. Oh, see it. Oh, that's nice. It's a nozzle adapter, so you can put on the end. That's fine. See, I've made this bit of tubing. Don't need to open that. See, what this is going to be for is for my asshole cleaner, I call it. Asshole cleaner. Basically, I've made this thing. It's like on a... It's that kind of tubing, but a bit wider. But I've done it in a spiral. I've got a metal rod in the middle to give it structure. So that way, instead of using toilet paper, you can use that as like a homemade bidet. And that is so I can force lots of water down into it, rather than just using my little syringe. Anyway, plastics. This, I know what this is. Some of these things I ordered a month ago. Some of them I ordered last week. And sometimes, like a teenager, they come pretty quick. Not going to damage it because, oh, there's a netting. It's something I wanted to get as a treat. Not essential, but it's more for when I get a bike back on the road. Let's move this up. There we go. So when I get a bike back on the road, I can carry more stuff. Nice little go bag. Oh, that's sweet. This is a camping stove cooker thing. Well, not a cooker, it's the bigger saucepan than what I had before. I like having 2 packets of noodles when I do my noodles, and my current saucepan pot that I use is a bit too small. It only just fits, and it's literally to the brim. That one is substantially bigger. With these handles, they come out, so they're actually built in, rather than the Trangy one I've got, which is a bit more lightweight. Here's your frying pan. God, that sounds so crinkly and new. So yeah, the actual lid. Alright, so the lid sits on top that way. That's right. But the main thing I wanted, oh, there's the lid for your pan. Does that fit on the, well, it fits on a frying pan as well. That's great. So that's, but this is more for when I've got a bike on the road, I can carry more stuff. Don't need plastic bags. But this was the main thing I wanted, was the teapot, kettle. That's an 1/8 of a litre kettle, so that's plenty enough to boil water. It's all aluminium, so it's nice and thin, lightweight. So that's actually, yeah, I like that. Because I wanted a little kettle, because I don't have hot drinks when I go out, because I can't be asked carrying extra stuff just for a freaking hot drink. And I generally have a hot drink in the morning for coffee with ducks and bickies for breakfast. But that, yeah. To stop the clanking around, what I'll do is just get a bit of cardboard and put that on the base. Well, I could put that on top. That way it's not clanking around as much. Plus, the cardboard gets used. That looks so shoddy. But, you know, it was cheap. I don't remember how cheap. Is that how it goes? How does that go together? I don't know. This is why it's handy to get a picture from that there on internet. There we go. I've always been good at this kind of like Chinese puzzles. Right, so that's how it goes together. Yeah, so if I get some cardboard, just so it's not clanking around, and I can use the cardboard as a fire lighter. So yeah, that's my little cooking set. I may give up with my spork, or get a replacement spork. The reason is that it's a multi-tool spork, which sounds good, except I'm terrified I'm going to rip open the side of my mouth whilst I'm using it, because of the extra bit. So, today's little haul, my bigger than I thought it was going to be. I'm used to having my, this is what I've been using, and that fits 2 packs of noodles. This is the replacement. So it's 25% deeper. Yeah, it's yeah, it's a substantial increase in size. I mean, if it's just me up in the woods walking, I'll take my old one. But when I do finally get a bike back on the road, I'll be taking this out. Because that way I can actually go and get stuff and do a fry. See, doing a fry up sounds great, but you also have to go and get oil, and it's more things to carry. If you've got a car, it's not an issue. On a bike, it is. Nice little go bag. £2 or something? A couple of quid? First thought, it's like the old ketchup bottles we used to get back in the 80s. But what it actually is, don't you dare break coming out. There we go. What else is in there? Oh yeah, kidding. Get it out. Right, there we go. This is an ass washer. Basically, it's a bidet. So rather than using toilet paper, I've made my own, but mine's a bit more convoluted and, how can I put this? more efficient. You see, all these ones that you can buy, they've got one thing in common. You're going to come out of there, you're going to get stuck in there, aren't you? Right, there we go. All these things have the same thing in common. They squirt water, from what I can gather. So just push in. Or what? Don't know. I think it just pushes in. Right. There we go. So that will just squirt water up into your bum. It's like perforated. But yeah, I mean, it'll do the job. I think it's a 3 litre bottle or half-litre bottle. I think. But it's a case of, yeah, you run out of toilet paper, you use that. Wash your bum. It's a lot more hygienic than using paper massaging excrement into your flesh. But see, this one squirts upwards and out. The way that mine works is that it's a ring and it squirts upwards and in. So you're not splattering it over your ass, you're splattering it into a central location. So yeah, that's B-Day. No, nice little thing. It's a case of, it's things that are more efficient. I mean, I try to explain this to people when I was trying to explain to them. I do consultancy for people who want to go off grid. They want to drop out. And they say things, oh, I'll do this, do this, do this. I said, do you have any idea how much space toilet paper takes up? Oh, we don't use much. Right, I'm not going to get into the whole women use a fuck ton more than men, which they do. It's a case of, even for a bloke, you're still talking a warehouse, or at least a bungalow, for 5 years worth of toilet paper. And it won't last 5 years because it rots. The chemicals in the toilet paper make it rot. After about 6 months, maybe a year, it will all just disintegrate into powder. Whereas you get this, for the sake of a quid, or I don't know how much it was, a couple of quid maybe? No paper needed. Just wash your bum. And if you get a bit of oil, or moisturiser, or squish up a plant, and massage the sap or the juice around your bumhole, the shit won't stick to you. It's these things that are more efficient, believe me. That, for a couple of quid, and the space it takes up, compared to several rooms filled with paper, that's going to cost you thousands. Well, this is now number 8 today, delivered, I think. And this one's been opened and resealed and several in here. It could be because they get so many together and then repackage it to save on delivery. Or it could just be customs doing their customs thing. Oh, right, okay. This is a little baby Gardena thing. All the blades I've bought and I'm still using this cutthroat razor. Oh, reliable. These are for the hammock. Plastic, don't get through this stuff. Bloody hell. I swear they weld it shut. And that's in a different type of bag. Okay, what it is I got a set of 2. I think they were like 3 or 4 quid altogether. Well, at least they're metal and not just plastic, so it is fiddly with my big hands. But what you do is, say for example, that is the, there we go, that is the hammock, the fly sheet. So what you do, because there's nowhere to hang stuff, you take this bit, put it on the outside, and that side attaches inside. So that way you can dangle stuff on the inside. Obviously not too heavy, although that is quite strong actually. Yeah, it's quite strong. So yeah, so you can hang stuff inside your hammock. Most of the time it's not an issue because I got my power cord. I can dangle stuff from on the outside. But it'd be nice to actually be able to have my phone suspended inside so I don't have the bloody hammock falling over. Because when my phone's in the pocket, whenever I turn over, I'm hitting it and it lights up. Now what I want, the reason I got two, is not because I want to, it's because I want to try and modify it. Yes, it works. Okay, right, because, see, these bits, I may not use. I mean, they're not metal, are they? They're not magnets, they're just metal. So I might use them at some point. But it's these bits I've actually wanted. Because what I want to do, instead of attaching it to the just the hammock itself, what I want to do is have that hooked on to my paracord. And then that way, that's on the paracord, which is taking the weight. Then this can attach it magically through the hammock, and I can hang stuff inside. And that way, the weight is being taken by the paracord, not the fly net, mosquito net. That's the idea. Just so that I can hang my bloody phone. Need a little baggie. I've got a little baggie somewhere. I've got one. Or I'm going to get one of the little bags you get with the fly sheets coming, that sort of stuff. So I can put the phone in. That way I can actually hang the phone up and it won't put any strain on the hammock. So that's why I got that. So yeah. Nice little toy. Got more rubbish. And bags. So, more stuff in here. Oh, that's my saw, I think. Oh, for crying out loud. I think they use so much plastic just to take the piss out of the Americans. Oh, come on. Look how much oil we got, Ski. Oh, ho, ho. The Russian accent, because that's where it all comes from. Ruskaland via India. So I don't want to force it and break it because these things are just cheap, like a budgie. I got this one with extra blades. There we go. Is it one extra blade? Yeah. So it's got an extra blade as well. It's a bow saw. It is a dinky little bow saw. That is a good blade. Some things I am useless at, but I do know blades. It's thin, it's lightweight, it's bendable, but that is a nice little piece of kit. See, these things here, you just undo this, and you can take the blade out and put a new one in. That is a nice little thing. It is very, very lightweight. I mean, I've got two bow saws at the moment. Well, not bow saws. I've got the one collapsible bow saw, which is a great little thing, and it's quite light. I've got my military style folding up saw, which is also a bow saw blade, and it's also very good. It's not quite as light, and I've also got my my wire saw, which is very lightweight, probably weighs slightly less than this, but you have to have the right technique to use it, and this is less grief. With the wire saw, you have to have the wood, hold it in position with one hand, and then use two other hands to do it, unless the wood is attached to a tree. So it is a bit more convoluted to use. Whereas this thing, soy. So yeah, what can I cut with it? Junk mail. I got some junk mail today. I've actually got a piece of wood, just happened to be lying right. I had to clear it earlier, so. Yeah, that's very, very good. I hoovered yesterday. Bollocks. Oh well, I am not going to snort this. So you tell as well by the size of the powder what the teeth are like. If you get really fine powder, then it's for dry wood, not outdoor stuff, and that's kind of an in-between blade. It's not completely outdoor, but it's slightly splayed, so that's for greenwood. So that's right. Yep, that's good. I like that. It was also very, very cheap. I think if you buy just this on its own, it was 50p plus delivery. It's slightly rusted. That could be a bit of rust on there, actually. I'm not sure. See, that could be rust, or let's have a look. Different glasses. Yeah, I think it's a bit of rust. Not an issue. For how much these things cost, I am not going to complain about a little bit of rust. And that is a good length as well. She said, oh, fucking ankle bollocks. So, total length is 34 centimeters. Length of the blade is 23 centimeters. So that's, I mean, I've got no idea what the weight is because I've got no scales, but that is extremely lightweight. So yeah. Also, you can pretend you're a ninja. No, I said ninja, not nigger. So yeah. How many more things have I got to come? I think I've got 4 more. 3 or 4 more items on the way. And I have decided that the reason I've not been going out for more than one night, aside from the injuries I've got, is I'm constantly waiting for deliveries. And you never know when they're going to turn up. I got no warning today, and I ended up with 8 things being delivered. 8 or 9 things being delivered by 3 separate couriers. Was it 3 or 4? 3 or 4 of them. And if you miss it, they'll just leave it on the doorstep and the kids will nick it. You know, fucking local smackheads. If I can actually clear away where I don't have any more deliveries, then I can go away for more than one night. And yeah, see how it goes.